Kids, today we're going to do what I like to call a mustard, ketchup, and pickles day, which sounds really silly, but and it is, but it kind of makes sense. On a mustard, ketchup, and pickles day, you will find things that you must do, like mustard. Ha. You will find that you've got some items to catch up on if you're not all caught up, catch up. And then once you have done that, you may pick or pickles an activity to work on from the list. Whenever we do a mustard, ketchup, and pickles day, you will see that this exact same slide just filled in. It's a template. Right here is where you will find whatever it is you must do. This is what you have to do first. This is your very first activity. When you are done with this, you may move over to the catch up area, and there will be a list of things that you should have turned in by now. All of those things will be subjects and activities that we've done on Google Classroom, and you'll be able to find them on Google Classroom to complete them. And then if you have your must do and your catch up done, then you may come to pickles where you can pick an activity. It says if you have all work completed and turned in, then you may choose from the appropriate pickles list on the next slide. Please note that there are no games allowed that are not on my list. We're going to go to the appropriate pickles list in just a minute, but I do want to note the expectations. You are to stay in the Zoom room and you are to stay on task, which means you are doing one of these three columns. Now let's take a look at what those appropriate pickles are. Lots of choices for your appropriate pickles, kids. All of these in the first column are items that you can find in ClassLink. They are all rostered, so if you click on them in ClassLink, it should log you right in. You've got Brain Pop, Fun Brain, Khan Academy, Kids Discover, MobyMax, Quizlet, Sora for reading, and down at the bottom there is Study Jams. Then in addition to that, I have some other cool links here that you can go to that aren't necessarily on ClassLink. All of these are links, so if you click on them, it'll take you there. There's cool math games. How Stuff Works is an awesome website, as is National Geographic Kids. Ohio Fusion is our textbook if you'd like to go explore our textbook. We've got Scholastic News, Sports Illustrated Kids, Smithsonian for Kids, and typing.com. And if none of those appeal to you, you can also do one of these other activities, which are read, do work for other classes, draw, or you can work on Google Drawings, which is something we may be using later in the year. We will be using later in the year, and it's a really good skill to learn. Importantly, I want you to remember that your expectations are to stay in Zoom and stay on task. You need to be here in the Zoom, or here in our classroom rather, and on task. Stay in the Zoom or in our classroom and stay on task. This is what we'll be doing today. This is, again, our template that you will see every time we do mustard, ketchup, and pickles. And each day that we do it, you will see the specific list for that day. All right, time to get busy.